This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
3rd and 2. Here's Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Naeem Hines, his first carry, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Diggs going in motion right. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Still going inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Once more, Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. But you look at this defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And while their numbers for the season haven't been that great, they do have players capable of making plays, as we just saw there. Able to get in there and blow that play up. They're just looking for more of those types of plays throughout this game.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Fourth down, Howell. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Bills have taken the lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's 1st down.
And a Commander's 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off play action. It's Howell. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. Powell. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up. And now off to the races down the right side. Down the sideline he goes. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Faking the handoff, Howell. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for Washington. First down. 1st and 10 at the
Here's
36.
Gibson on the read option. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down, Howell back to pass. Flush to his right. Here's a diving catch right side. A gain there of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And Howell will throw it. And this is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They'll go. It's Gibson. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Allen off the play fake. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go play action. Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Howell now to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Cole Turner, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone.
Nyheim Hines on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Allen going to change this at the line. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Harris running straight ahead. 16 yards there. The Bills have a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Martin. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now they go play action with Howell. And his throw is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Howell. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. That is caught. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Howell looking to throw again. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 3rd and 5. In motion goes the tight end. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Cook running right, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. And not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Commanders 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the air, Allen. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
That must be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Gibson again. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Here's Howell. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On second down, Cook. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They run again on first down. Cook. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some. Cook up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
On gain of 9, it's 4th down.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Another throw for Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Allen's throw complete there to Smith. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jeff Smith, 45 yards. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A handoff for Gibson. Broken tackle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now they're in the hurry-up. This time they'll throw it with Howell. And this one's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Eluding the pressure right. That one downfield for Dotson. That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on fourth down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And quickly they get to the line. Second down, Howell now. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And the Commanders are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Howell. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Leads to second and goal.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Robinson. We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Robinson again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Try to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there, he didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Smith in motion right. They run with Hines. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
89 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Well, a fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Commanders' 49-yard line.
And they take a knee. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So with that mean 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never